Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the protoplast culture with reference to somaclonal variation and somatic hybridization. It is study material for class 6th semester students. First we should know what is the protoplast. Basically, protoplasts are the plant cell without cell wall. If we remove the cell wall from plant cell, it become protoplasm, which is without cell wall. Protoplasms are useful for the generation of somatic hybrids for crop improvement, and the somatic hybrids are produced by fusion of isolated protoplasms from distantly related and sexually incompatible plant species. For somatic production of hybrid plants through the fusion of protoplasms of two different plants, species or varieties is called somatic hybridization, and such hybrids are known as somatic hybrids. If we talk about the somatic hybridization, which steps are involved, then there are four steps. First step is the isolation of the protoplast. Second step is the fusion of the protoplast of desired species or varieties, and then we will select the somatic hybrid cells, and in next case we culture the hybrid cells and regeneration of hybrid plants will be from them. First we discuss the isolation step. Isolation step involves two methods. It may be mechanical method, it may be enzymatic method. In mechanical method, the cells are first plasmolysed by plasmolytic treatment, and after that tissues are spliced into several pieces, and we can pinch out or we can excavate the cell wall easily and separate the protoplast, which is yield is normal, and mechanical method is tedious and very laborious, so we would prefer enzymatic method. In enzymatic method, we can understand with this diagram. This is a plant cell having cell wall and plasma membrane, and this entire content is called protoplast. As we know, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, and little amount of pectin is also there. So in enzymatic mixture, plant cell is embedded in the enzymatic mixture containing pectinase and cellulase enzyme. Cellulase enzyme digests the cell wall. Cellulose and pectinase enzyme digest the pectin amount of the cell wall. And for the balance of osmoticum, osmotic concentration should be maintained there, so we add there sorbitol or mannitol, and calcium chloride is added to the osmoticum to improve the plasma membrane stability. It will, this enzymatic mixture only digest the cell wall, and plasma membrane will be remain intact. After the cell wall is removed, this entire content becomes spherical. This is a plasma membrane, and this is a protoplast without cell wall. So in this enzymatic method, through this enzymatic method we isolate protoplast. Now protoplast is purified and all by sieving, and extra material is removed of the cell wall, and there is only, in suspension there will be only the protoplast, pure protoplasm is obtained. In the next step, we to produce the somatic hybrids. Hybrids means fusion of two different types of species or varieties. We will fuse the two different distinct protoplasms by different methods. We can understand with this diagram. One method is high calcium and high pH treatment method. Another is PEG induced fusion method, and next is the electrofusion method. In all these methods, protoplasm of species A is fused with protoplasm of species B, which is suspended in the enzymatic mixture. In high calcium and high pH treatment, under calcium ion 50 millimole per liter and pH 10.5 and temperature up to the 37 degree centigrade is created, and mixture is remain in there for 30 minutes, and then from after that two protoplasm of A and B species get fused. In the PEG induced fusion method, PEG is polyethylene glycol method. PEG is a chemical, and 15 to 30 minutes protoplasm aggregation is there. Then there is a washing medium whose pH is 9 to 10, and calcium is also added 50 ml per millimole per liter in amount, and then we get fused protoplasm of two species. In electrofusion method, at low voltage protoplasm chain form and desired protoplasm pairing aligned with a micro manipulator, and after that high voltage is applied for few microseconds, and this will result in the fusion of two protoplasm species A and B. And the resultant of all these methods is that we get the fused protoplasm, that means somatic hybrids, because protoplasm is a somatic cell, so somatic hybrids are produced of two distinct varieties. After obtaining fused protoplasm, now we can culture them in Muschig and Scoop medium or Gamborg and Co medium, and when they get sufficient nutrient, these protoplasm cells, they immediately after few days, they take few days to complete their cell wall synthesis under suitable condition, and protoplasm lose its characteristic spherical shape indicating cell wall synthesis. And finally there was a cell wall synthesis, and we get the new cell having two different protoplasm fused there. So we get the somatic hybrid through this method, which create a soma-clonal variation. Soma-clonal variation means variation in the somatic cell. As we have studied previously, that there is a variation due to the sexual reproduction, where the gametic cells are involved, one male gamete and one female gamete, and after fusion of that, there is a production of hybrid, that containing both of the characteristics of male parent and female parent. In the similar way, when we fuse here protoplasm of A species and protoplasm of B species, then hybrid cell is produced, because here are the somatic cells are involved. So this is called somatic hybridization, and in this method, in this hybrid, both protoplasm A and protoplasm B characteristics are shown, and there is a variation due to this fusion. So we get soma-clonal variant through this method. So we can understand that how plant tissue culture is useful in the production of somatic hybridization and production of somatic hybrids, and through which soma-clonal variation can be produced. So this is up to this lecture. Thank you.